Let's talk about charisma. You know, that magical quality that some people have where they walk into a room and everyone just gravitates toward them like moths to a flame. Meanwhile, you walk into the same room and people gravitate toward literally anyone else. So you try to be more charismatic. You smile bigger. You talk louder. You mirror their body language like some kind of human photocopier. And somehow, you end up feeling like a used car salesman at a corporate retreat. Here's the problem. You think charisma is a performance. It's not. And today we're going to figure out how to actually be magnetic without turning into a walking LinkedIn post. First question. Why does trying to be charismatic make you feel like a fraud? Simple. You're copying behaviors instead of understanding principles. You read somewhere that charismatic people make eye contact, so now you're staring into people's souls like you're trying to steal their PIN number. You heard they tell stories, so you're forcing anecdotes into every conversation even when nobody asked. That's not charisma. That's a checklist. And people can smell a checklist from a mile away. Real charisma isn't about what you do, it's about how you make people feel. And you can't make people feel good when you're too busy performing. So stop trying to be charismatic. Start trying to be present. All right, so what does real charisma look like? It's way simpler than you think. Charismatic people make you feel like you're the only person in the room. Not because they're faking it, because for those few minutes, you actually are the only person they're focused on. No phone checking, no looking over your shoulder to see who else walked in, no half listening while planning what they're going to say next. Just full attention on you. That's the secret. Be interested instead of trying to be interesting. When someone's talking, actually listen. Not the thing you do where you nod while thinking about lunch. Real listening. Ask follow-up questions. Notice details. Remember things. Charisma isn't about being the loudest or the funniest. It's about making people feel seen. And you can't do that when you're too busy trying to be seen yourself. Here's something nobody talks about. Charismatic people match energy, they don't force it. If someone's excited, they get excited with them. If someone's having a rough day, they meet them there. They're not walking around with one default setting like an NPC. You probably have two modes, overthinking in silence or overcompensating with way too much enthusiasm. Neither works. Stop trying to manufacture energy. Just tune into the room and match what's already there. If everyone's chill, be chill. If everyone's hyped, get hyped. Reading the room isn't fake. It's called emotional intelligence. Want to know the fastest way to be charismatic? Be honest. Not brutally honest, just regular human honest. If you don't know something, say you don't know. If you messed up, own it. If you're nervous, you can even say that. I'm not great at these things. Is infinitely more charming than pretending you're having the time of your life when you're clearly dying inside. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's relatability, and people are drawn to relatability like it's oxygen. The fake charismatic person pretends everything's perfect. The real charismatic person admits when it's not. Guess which one people actually trust? Here's your biggest problem. You're trying too hard, and it shows. You're over-laughing at jokes that aren't funny. You're agreeing with opinions you don't hold. You're contorting yourself into whatever shape you think people want. That's the least charismatic thing you can do. Charismatic people have opinions. They disagree sometimes. They're not afraid to be different. They don't need everyone to like them because they already like themselves. Meanwhile, you're out here collecting approval like Pokemon cards. Here's a radical idea. Just be yourself, the actual version. The one with weird interests and unpopular opinions and moments of awkwardness. That person is way more interesting than the sanitized, people-pleasing robot you've been pretending to be. You want a charisma cheat code? Give better compliments. Not the generic stuff, not nice shirt or good job. Try this. Notice something specific and real. I love how you explained that. It actually made sense for once. That idea you brought up earlier? I've been thinking about it all day. See the difference? These aren't flattery, they're observations. You're showing someone you actually paid attention to them. That's charisma, making people feel like they matter. So here's the thing about charisma. You can't fake your way into it. You can fake confidence for about 5 minutes. You can fake interest for maybe 10. But you can't fake genuine curiosity, real vulnerability, or actual presence. People know the difference. The most charismatic person in the room isn't the one working the hardest. It's the one who's most comfortable being exactly who they are while making everyone else feel comfortable too. So stop trying to perform charisma. Stop memorizing techniques and forcing yourself to be someone you're not. Just show up, pay attention, be honest. Give a damn about the people in front of you. That's it. That's charisma. Now go be magnetic by actually being real. Wild concept, I know.